On Savannah Inthalansky's first day of high school in Mesquite, Texas, she decided to get ice cream with her mother. The pair naturally commemorated the occasion with a selfie in which they proudly displayed their tasty treats to the camera. Then Inthalansky had a brainwave. Wouldn't it be fun, she thought, to start a tradition where they took similar selfies on the first and last days of each school year up until graduation? Little did she know, however, that her adorable photos would later reduce many people to tears. In 2014, teenaged Inthalansky began attending John Horn High School. On her first day, she and her mother, Philana Foster, went to get ice cream for the simple reason that, well, they enjoy ice cream. And their delight in the selfie that they subsequently took is there for all to see. What's also clear is how tight-knit the pair appeared. "We were really close," Inthalansky told Fox 4. "She didn't like that I called her my best friend. She'd always say, 'We're not friends because I'm your mom,' but I called her my best friend." So Inthalansky seemingly decided right away that a new tradition had been born. What was the plan? Well, on the first and last days of each school year, Inthalansky and Foster would take similar selfies together in the car. It helped, of course, that this new tradition involved getting a treat at least twice a year. True to their word, the pair continued to take the pictures in Inthalansky's sophomore year, but while their smiles remained the same, it seemed that their choice of snacks sometimes varied. After all, in the sophomore selfies, it appeared that Foster had abandoned ice creams in favor of a soda. And for a junior year, the treats now come from Starbucks. Indeed, Foster's favorite drink was a green tea frappuccino, and that's exactly what she appears to be holding here. The women also have subtly switched seats in the front of the car. At the end of the junior year, however, there's been a much bigger change. In particular, Foster has lost all of her hair. Still, the mother-daughter duo are both beaming, so it seemed that nothing can get in the way of their new family tradition. And by the beginning of Inthalansky's final year of high school, Foster is seen sporting a full head of hair again. The green tea frappuccino, too, seems like it's here to stay. All in all, then, there's little to foreshadow the heartbreak in store for their final selfie. But in the last image, Inthalansky sits on a gravestone, holding a drink and smiling at the camera. To her left, a green tea frappuccino rests on the headstone, which is marked Foster. Inthalansky's mother passed away in December of 2017. She was just 45 years old. Foster had sadly been diagnosed with ovarian cancer while Inthalansky was in her 6th grade. This dreadful disease is unfortunately amongst the most prevalent forms of cancer to affect women. It specifically affects the ovaries, which are female reproductive organs that house a woman's stockpile of eggs. These symptoms of ovarian cancer make it particularly hard to catch early. For instance, signs such as a swollen stomach or a constant feeling of bloatedness could be misdiagnosed as, say, irritable bowel syndrome. And it's partly because of this that many cases of ovarian cancer are caught too late to ensure effective treatment. Foster had been fighting the disease for more than half a decade, and it seems that those closest to her believe she would still be able to watch her daughter graduate from high school. But on December 19, 2017, Foster tragically suffered a brain aneurysm. Inthalansky told CBS 11 News that following the aneurysm, her mother went into a coma on her way to the hospital. Speaking to Fox 4, Inthalansky explained, "It was kind of a combination of that and ovarian cancer that she went into a coma, and then she passed away." Fortunately, Foster managed to experience a small part of her daughter's graduation before she died. "We took my senior pictures during the summer before, so she did get to see me in my cap and gown," Inthalansky told CBS 11 News. She was excited. In addition, the pair had planned to throw a Hawaiian party on the big day. In honor of her mother, Inthalansky subsequently shared all of her selfies on Twitter following her last day of high school. She wrote, "For 4 years I've taken pictures with my mom on my first and last day of school. She wasn't able to make it for the last one, but her strength motivated me to stay strong during this time. All of my hard work is for her." The tweet understandably struck a chord with many online. In fact, the post has been liked and retweeted more than 730,000 times since it went live. Many of the 2,700 commenters also offered their condolences and best wishes. Even Starbucks got in on the act, writing, "Your mom is very proud of you. Congrats on all your accomplishments." The huge response left Inthalansky feeling both teary-eyed and contented. "The replies have me crying because I never noticed our close bond showed through like this, and I'm so glad it did," she later wrote on Twitter. Inthalansky also told Fox 4, "I'm glad she's proud of me. I can feel she's proud of me." So now Inthalansky has finished high school. What are her plans for the future? Well, naturally, they involve paying tribute to her late mother. Specifically, she hopes to continue her education and earn a bachelor's degree from the University of North Texas in Denton. As Inthalansky explained to CBS 11 News, Foster never got her bachelor's degree to teach education, but she was able to teach at daycares. "And I always said that I wanted to get my bachelor's degree, and I always said that I loved education too." So it seems that Inthalansky has her future all worked out. For now, though, Inthalansky can rest assured that her sweet tribute to her mother has touched the hearts of thousands, and that Foster would no doubt be proud of her for using their endearing relationship to spread a little love online.